By the first half of 2026, more than half of everything you read online will be written by something that doesn't have a heartbeat. It's a staggering thought. In this world, AI agents are no longer helpers, they are autonomous. They act as managers, coordinators, and creators. The digital landscape is facing a silent crisis of identity. We've reached a tipping point where the most valuable thing you own is no longer your data or your bank account. It's the proof that you actually exist. This is the era of the linguistic fingerprint. If you don't know yours, you're already invisible. Now, I know what you're thinking. You think you can just tell the difference. But the dead internet theory has moved from a dark corner of the web into a statistical reality. By 2026, generative AI output will exceed 50% of all written content on the planet. We are drowning in an ocean of synthetic data. Agentic AI systems are now running nearly 40% of large enterprises. They make decisions, they hire, they fire. The distinction between a colleague and a script has become dangerously thin. You might be receiving feedback from a professor who is actually an automated loop. You might be arguing with a customer service agent that doesn't even have a physical form. The machines are here, and they're sounding more like us every single day. But here's where it gets wild. As the machines get better at mimicking us, the science of catching them is undergoing a radical evolution. This leads us to the only weapon left in the human arsenal: stylometry. It's a term derived from the Greek logos, meaning the study of literary style. Researchers at Johns Hopkins, including senior research scientist Nicholas Andrews, have spent years decoding writing patterns to distinguish human from machine-generated content. Every human has verbal tics. We have subtle patterns in word choice and rhythm that are as unique as a thumbprint. In July 2025, research proved that stylometry can distinguish humans from large language models with 98% accuracy. Even when AI tries to be creative, it leaves behind a predictable mathematical trail. A human brain simply doesn't follow those rules. So, how do you actually prove you're real? The tell isn't in what you say, it's in the mathematical variance of how you say it. A Japanese study in late 2025 achieved nearly perfect detection by looking for authorship cheating. New technology from Flint Systems can now spot AI with 80% accuracy by looking for the too perfect pattern. You see, AI is often too balanced. It chooses the most probable next word. Humans are inconsistent. We are messy. We use fragments. We break the rhythm. To prove you are human in 2026, you have to lean into your flaws. You have to be a little bit unpredictable. This brings us to the empathy gap. AI still struggles with social timing and deep context. It can simulate a response, but it can't feel the weight of a silence. Imagine you're in a high-stakes interview in 2026. The interviewer is an algorithm looking for a human connection. To pass, you must demonstrate the very things we used to try and hide: your biases, your weird specific humor, your emotional unpredictability. Proving you're human requires leaning into your irrationality. The machine can calculate logos, but it cannot replicate the pathos of a lived experience. Your stumbles and your weird idioms are your greatest protection. But there's a cost to this. We're entering the 2026 geopolitical reset. Verification is becoming a requirement for digital citizenship. To access basic services, you'll soon have to allow algorithms to catalog your most intimate verbal tics. It's a trade-off. Total privacy is effectively dying because to stay real in the eyes of the system, you must be tracked. Measures for digital identity verification and content origin will become increasingly common to distinguish human from AI-generated content. It's a mysterious new reality where being a real person is the most expensive commodity on Earth. 2026 is the year we decide if we're masters of these agents or just another data point in their training set. The world of 2026 is closer than it looks. The line between us and them is blurring every second. And that's just the first layer of the reset. There's another shift coming in how the world handles power as AI takes the wheel. The question is, are you writing your own story, or is something else writing it for you?